Hello friends, today I am going to explain chemical equilibrium equation. So first of all, you will have to look at from the thermodynamics point of view. So how to determine equilibrium constant and what is it is meaning. Now you have to find out what is the direction in which the chemical reaction is positive, right? And we know that the second law of thermodynamics for a system that is change in entropy will be greater than equal to dq by t. For a reversible process, ds is equal to ds equal to 0, and that is principle what is known as the increasing in entropy principle. That means the chemical reaction will be proceeding in the direction of increasing entropy. If it is decreasing, then it will be not proceed route not proceed right. So we know we know that second law of thermodynamics give the direction. So here using I am second law of thermodynamics. So chemical reaction proceed in direction is increasing entropy. For for an adiabatic system, so you can write del S system is greater and equal to 0. That means here is an adiabatic system. So that means del q is 0 because from adiabatic process. So heat transfer of a body or system is not change. This is not transfer from the body. So that's why is 0. Now, when the system is adiabatic, you have to invoke Gibbs free energy. That means when equation is not considered adiabatic process, that means you can write a you can take Gibbs free energy. So here I am denoted G is a Gibbs free energy. So G is equal to H minus Ts. H here is enthalpy. That is the enthalpy is the thermodynamic terms is coming in thermodynamics, frequently is coming in thermodynamics. So here H and T is the temperature and S is the entropy. So here I am going to differentiate Gibbs free energy. So you can write del G equal to del H dg plus dH minus T ds minus st dt. You know that H equal to U plus PV. That means here is U is the internal, which is enthalpy is nothing but is the summation of internal energy plus multiple of pressure and volume. That means here is U is the internal energy, P is the pressure, and V is the volume of a system. So I'm going to differentiate dH. So you can write dH equal to du plus P dV plus V dP. So here I am consider at a constant pressure and temperature. So that time I am consider pressure and temperature remains constant. That means this term is going to be 0 and this term is also going to be 0. So finally you can write dg equal to dg equal to dh minus ts, because this term is neglected due to constant pressure, and this equation, this one is neglected. So you can write dh equal to du plus p del v. So put this value in this equation, you can write dg equal to du plus pv minus tds. So first law of thermodynamics, you can have dq equal to du plus p del v. That means this term, so you can put this term is dq. So you can write dg equal to dq minus tds. So final equation is dg equal to dq minus tds. This reaction will attain its chemical equilibrium when Gibbs function attains minimum value. So you can differentiate dg equal to at constant pressure and temperature, you can write 0 at the minimum value. For a mixture of ideal gas, we can determine, for a mixture of a ideal gas, we can determine G max equal to summation of summation of Ni Gi at constant temperature. So here is I equal to 1 up to N. So where Gi at this is Gi is Gibbs free energy. So Gi is at a constant temperature is Gibbs free energy uh, for the species. So GIT is equal, you can write is a GI standard, that means Gibbs free energy for at standard temperature, plus RU T ln Pi by P naught. The P naught is standard pressure. So substitute this value in main equation. So you can write d max equal to summation of a ni, and put this value gi at constant temperature. You can write gi at a standard Gibbs free energy plus ru t ln pi by p naught. So here I am consider this equation is 1. So again I am differentiate this equation. So you can write dg max equal to d summation of a ni g I g naught at constant temperature plus ru t ln pi by p naught. So you can write again the summation of d a ni. So this term is that time is same, and next time plus this time is same, and differentiate this term. So but here in first term is going to be 0, because here is a n is the constant, is a constant quantity. That means is if you are going to differentiate constant quantity, that's times is going to 0, so that's why is going to be 0. So only I am consider second term. So you can write summation of a ni d g naught I t plus summation of n I r u t differentiation of ln pi by p naught. So finally you can write summation of n I r u t differentiation of ln pi by p naught equal to summation of n I r naught t dp by dpi by p naught. So finally you can write summation of Gibbs free maximum Gibbs free energy equal to summation of dni into g naught I t at constant temperature plus ru r naught t ln pi by p naught. This is our final equation at equilibrium condition. So thank you.